Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Lisa Boson and it is your season to eat more beans. So how can we get beans into our eating pattern? So I just finished a class with Learn It Live and we had 3 different dishes on how to marry beans and incorporate beans into your eating pattern. And then I had an idea for another one, so maybe my kitchen's a little messy, but we're going to get started on eating beans. So this happens. Sometimes we get this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful looking avocado and we think it's going to be fabulous. And then when we cut into it, maybe it's not quite as fabulous as we think. Maybe there's some areas that are a little brown, but you still want to use it. Maybe you've promised that you're going to be bringing some guacamole or some dip or something, or maybe you just don't want to waste it. I don't like wasting food. And so how can we expand this avocado and make it actually even more nutritious than it already is? Well, we can do that by marrying it with some beans. So let's see what that looks like. So first of all, what I would do is just kind of take out these little bitty bad parts. I really am a purist. I like it's supposed to be green, it's green, and you don't put any extra pieces in it. So I'm going to gently pull these out, and it actually looks pretty decent other than those couple of areas. But maybe it's not going to give me quite as much avocado as I think it is. So this is a great way to extend something. There's always a possibility you had 2 avocados and you're like, it was supposed to be a 2 avocado dip and I just have 1. So yeah, just gently take your spoon and just kind of work around those areas that aren't perfect. There's absolutely no reason to throw it away. Unless it's just really bad. I've thrown my share away. There's some of them look great on the, won't put that in there, look great on the outside. And then I put them in and they're like, oh my gosh, it's got way too much dark spot for me. So I recommended in my class that you always keep soybeans in your freezer. You can use them to snack on. They're already cooked. Get the ones that are unshelled, that are already shelled. They have 41 grams of protein per cup, which I think is amazing. And you can put them into anything and they just brighten it up. What we're going to do is we're going to marry avocado and we're going to marry soybeans. So we're going to marry these to a fruit and a vegetable because avocados are technically a fruit. A lot of times we think, oh, we have to eat an avocado by itself, or we have to eat the soybeans by themselves, or we have to eat potatoes by themselves. And I really enjoy experimenting. So we're just going to pop those in there. Already cooked and peeled. I know, really hard, right? Ta-da, here we go. I have this really cute blender. I have a big, food processor. I have a big one too, but I like having this small one, because it's just my husband and I. And a lot of my friends are single or paired up, and they're like, we don't want to cook vast quantities of food. And this is such a great size. There's a lot of them out there. Buy the one you want. I'm not marketing this one. I particularly wanted one that was a certain cup size as well as a color. And so I'm going to add just a smidge of water. Now what's nice about it is soybeans really kind of don't have a whole lot of flavor. So I'm just going to add just a little bit, maybe a teaspoon, just so it fluffs up better. And then you can treat it just like whatever you do with your guacamole. If you want to put hot sauce in it, if you want to fold in tomatoes or chopped peppers or pico, or there's so many varieties out there. But I love the fact that, I didn't waste food. So keep those soybeans in your freezer. They will come in handy. You can do this with English peas as well. They will add a little bit sweeter flavor to your dish, whereas soybeans are just kind of nice and neutral. You can add, I'm using half salt, and I'm going to add, we love thyme, so I'm adding a little bit of thyme. Maybe not thyme, maybe like a teaspoon of thyme, which is garlic infused, is garlic and oil that is prepared in a very specific way. This is lovely. It is so creamy. We don't always put lime in our guacamole, but you're welcome to do that. Just a dash. You can't mash it with a fork like on a plate like you might, as you normally will with guacamole. I don't think you can do this with an immersion blender, and it might be hard with a big blender because depending, your quantity is not there. So you can keep blending it. Certainly you can keep blending it. It's kind of nice to have little bits of green though, because it kind of looks like you mashed it, and yeah, there you go. How about that? Another tip my daughter-in-law gave me was just run it for a little bit. This is actually a great tip. Then you pop that out really easy. And then you can get the rest of it out. So let's taste it. It's really nice and creamy. It still has a few chunks in it, but I think it's fine for our lunch. You can certainly keep whipping it and keep blending it down until it's the texture that you like. I think I like this better than avocados, honestly. It's really good. You get fiber, you get protein, avocado oil, all your MUFAs. It's really good. You should do this. I like it better than the peas. I've done the peas. I really like this. So yeah, you can take it from here, make it however you want it. Add your own seasonings. Fold in some cilantro if you wanted, some pico. If you want more garlic, fine. This is a base. This is just something fun for you to try to show you that you can do a lot of different things with plants, including marrying an avocado and some soybeans. Be sure and click and subscribe. I've got, 55 other videos out there, from anything from how to cut a pumpkin to making Balinese tofu, how to cut a pineapple, what to do with those wonderful chanterelle mushrooms that you can get once a year at Costco. So yeah, click subscribe, join. Let's see you with another video. See you next week.